For thousands of Indian students who are dreaming of studying in Canada, things have suddenly become really difficult. Recent changes in Canada's study visa policy have left many students really confused and stressed. The government has now placed a cap on international student permits and scrapped the Student Direct STEM program, which was really fast and easier way for Indian students to get a visa. Because of these new restrictions, students and their families are flooding study abroad consulates with a lot of questions. Many are really unsure whether they should still apply for Canada or look for other options now. The stricter rules have made the visa process much harder, and officials are now checking applications more closely. This has created a lot of anxiety, specifically for 4.23 lakh Indian students who are already in Canada. So, if you're planning to go to Canada for studies in fall 2025, here is a big problem, and that is money. The Canadian government now requires students to show a guaranteed investment certificate, or we can also call it GIC, of 20,635 Canadian dollars, approximately 12.6 lakh rupees. Now, this is double the previous requirement, and it has become a huge financial burden for middle-class Indian families. Banks and financial institutions in India are also becoming stricter when approving for education loans for Canada. Many students are now worried about how they will fund their studies. Now, because of this uncertainty, a growing number of students are now looking at other countries like the UK or Australia for their higher education. Even the US is out of reach now because of the visa requirement. Many Indians are asking now what they should do. So, with Canada tightening its immigration and study visa policy, Indian students must plan carefully before making a decision. Experts recommend that you should always explore multiple options. Don't rely only on Canada. Look for the UK, Australia, or any other student-friendly country. Secondly, assessing financial feasibility. Can you actually afford the higher GIC and other expenses as well? Check your funding option. Thirdly, staying updated on the policy is very important. Canada's rules are constantly changing. Keep an eye on the latest news always. The road to studying in Canada is becoming tougher, but with proper planning and research, Indian students can still find the best path for their future.